Welcome back to This Week in Big Sky Football. I'm Megan Robinson. UC Davis heads to Moscow this weekend looking to avoid a two-game skid when they face Idaho. Jordan Fisher has been a force offensively for the Aggies, and he's accounted for over 100 yards in each of the last three games. If he wants to make it four in a row, he's going to have to do it against one of the best defenses in the Big Sky. Jordan, what has been the focus of practice this week?
We're just trying to get back to the basics, executing everything that we're supposed to do, each individual position group in our rack of plays. And we're really just focused offensively on trying to put together a great rack of plays and executing it the way that we're supposed to.
You have been executing plays well. You've accounted for over 100 yards in each of the last three games. What do you attribute to your success?
I don't think it would be possible without the guys up front, offensive line, tight ends, and then even the guys on the perimeter, like their willingness to block on every play. I feel like they've made my job, really easy this season and finding the lanes and being able to execute my job. They make it easy. So I don't think it's necessarily anything that I've done. I feel like anybody could do what I've done this season running behind these guys.
Caden Pinnock has been a breakout star for the Aggies this season in his freshman campaign. How would you describe your relationship with your quarterback?
Me and him, I think we have a great relationship. I'm a little bit older in the system, and obviously, he's a breakout like freshman. And I just been impressed with his poise. That's one thing that me and him kind of bounce off of each other in practice. Just whenever we have a bad rack of plays or some things don't go on our way in a situation, it's kind of like I'm reminding him, like, stay poised. And he does the same thing. It's like whenever we make a big play or if I break a big run, it's like he'll come up to me. He's like, man, just stay poised. We stay even kill. And so I think me and him have a great relationship, even in the locker room. We just laugh and joke together. And it's kind of like a one-two combo.
Big picture offensively, Coach Plow told me last week that he thinks your best offensive football is still ahead of the Aggies. What's your reaction to that?
I share the same sentiment. I would agree with him. I think even last year it's the same thing. Like offensive football here at Davis is a big thing, and it's something that we all take seriously. Every position group on the team we take seriously and just trying to execute our job. And we're always on the quest to be able to put together like a perfect game, basically. And that's a very hard thing to do. We haven't done it. I don't know if we'll ever do it, but our standard keeps rising each week. And that's just really the biggest thing I take away from his message there is that no matter how good we think we are, we can always be better. So everybody on the offense, coaches included, I think are trying to strive towards putting together a perfect game.
Perfect game aside, because obviously perfection is hard to attain, what would it take for you to feel like this UC Davis offense has played their best football?
I think domination up front. So just with the offensive line really dominating up front, running backs, being able to break tackles and be assets in the pass game as well, locked in on protection and things of that nature. And then receivers running the right routes, right landmarks, doing everything correctly pre-snap that we need to do to allow ourselves to just go out there and play football, and then when the ball snap, it's just the pieces are gonna fall where they are. I feel like everybody just doing their thing pre-snap is really our biggest thing.
Looking ahead to this week, you head to Moscow to take on an Idaho team that has one of the best total defenses in the Big Sky. What challenges does that Vandals defense present?
They got a lot of great athletes, a lot of, just great players and great coaches on their side. They do a lot of just different things from that standpoint. So it's just about really honing in on the looks that we're seeing and making sure that we're all on the same page, seeing the right thing. But yeah, they just got great athletes, great coaches, and they throw some stuff at you. So we're just gonna have to be on the same page and understand all that.
The last time UC Davis played on the road in Moscow was 2022, which means this will be your first time playing in the Kibbie Dome. What have you heard about that environment there?
I just heard it could get rowdy in there. Just gonna have to weather that storm and be resilient like we've been all year and just lock in on what we need to do, how well we could play.
Still to come, NAU legend Case Cookis on his time in Flagstaff.